session about teaching computer science remotely with Microsoft MakeCode. I'm Lizzie Riffle, and I'm a program manager on the MakeCode team. I'm also a recent computer science graduate and spent my last semester learning remotely, so I definitely know how challenging this can be.
And hi everyone, I'm Jacqueline Russell, also another program manager on the Microsoft MakeCode team. Alright, so let's get started with just a brief overview of what is Microsoft MakeCode.
As the name implies, MakeCode aims to combine the magic of making with the power of code to engage students of all backgrounds in computational thinking through fun, hands-on projects. And MakeCode works everywhere for every teacher in every classroom. It's a free tool with nothing to download or install, and it's web-based, so it works on any device.
That's right, and MakeCode also offers a progression path from the drag-and-drop block-based programming to real-world JavaScript or Python text-based programming, with the ability for students to switch back and forth between blocks and text. And lastly, MakeCode is fun. Learning computer science can be a lot more fun than just printing Hello World to the screen. MakeCode really tries to reach students where their interests are, whether that's creating Minecraft mods, building their own video games, or making their own microbit pedometers. So, Lizzie, what's the recommended age range for MakeCode?
Well, Jacqueline, with both block and text-based editors, MakeCode is pretty versatile and can be used in upper elementary all the way to high school. To learn more about MakeCode, visit our website at aka.ms/MakeCode.
Yep. So MakeCode is a fairly new Microsoft product. It's only 3 years old, but we've been hearing some really great feedback from educators. For example, Jonathan says that MakeCode and Adafruit go together like peanut butter and bacon. I actually didn't know that's a thing, but it sounds pretty yummy in terms of teaching beginning robotics, which is what he's doing.
And Bob had some great feedback from students learning with MakeCode and microbit remotely. He even heard, "No, I don't want class to end." Whoever gets to hear that. Michelle is another microbit fan who's been using MakeCode for virtual online learning and loves the choice of languages between blocks, JavaScript, and Python. And lastly, we've heard some really positive feedback from the MakeCode forum users who like that it teaches students real-world skills and that it's free and easy to get started.
Great. All right, so now let's dive into some of the features and capabilities of MakeCode that make it really great for remote teaching and learning.
We know it's been really hard to do a lot of sim projects or other hands-on physical computing activities in a remote teaching environment. That's one of the great things about MakeCode, though, is that we have a hardware simulator that allows students to still test and run their code even if they don't have hardware devices at home.
That's right. And if you want to check it out yourself, go to one of our physical computing editors like the Microbit at makecode.microbit.org, where you can find all of our simulators to the left-hand side of the code editor. All right, and now for those schools or educators using Microsoft Teams as their remote teaching platform, we have a really cool integration where MakeCode projects can be embedded into the Teams assignment workflow. Allow me to demonstrate. Here I am logged into Teams as a teacher. I can go to my Assignments tab and create a new assignment. Let's go ahead and call it MakeCode Assignment. I can also enter instructions. Please complete this program. And then you'll notice there's Add Resources link here. If I click on this Add Resources link, you'll see I get a menu of different options or different resources I can add to this assignment. There is also a MakeCode tab here where I can select from any of our MakeCode projects. And so here I'm going to call this Arcade Program and then attach this. And this will actually attach a MakeCode Arcade programming assignment here. So now if I click it, you'll be able to see that this opens up the MakeCode editor right here within Teams. So I can add a comment, please complete the code, or whatever instructions I want to leave for my students. Maybe I start them off coding with, a background color or something. When I'm ready for this, I can simply close this resource file here in this assignments. I can add points or rubrics, assign a due date for this, and then go ahead and click Assign. And that will create my MakeCode assignment here. Now I'm logged into Teams as a student, and I can see that I've got a new MakeCode assignment that has been assigned to me here. So if I click to open my assignment, I'll see this MakeCode resource file. If I click to open that, you'll notice it will open up MakeCode right here within Teams. And I can see what my teacher wants me to do. It looks like she's left me a comment. Please complete the code here. And so I can complete the assignment here right within Teams in MakeCode and continue programming my game or whatever programming project I was meant to do. When I'm done with it, I can simply select Close. It will save my changes again in my assignment, and then I can turn in that assignment. Finally, as the teacher logged into Teams, I can go to my assignments, select the MakeCode assignment that I have just assigned to students, see who has turned it in and who has not. It looks like Adele, my one student, has turned in the assignment. And MakeCode will open up here again, embedded within Teams, and I can see what Adele has done to code her project here right within Teams. I can give her feedback, assign any points, and then return her programming assignment to her. Now for those teachers who aren't using Microsoft Teams, you can also get share links to all of your student projects and use those inside whatever learning management system you're using to track student work. To learn more about our Microsoft Teams integration, you can go to aka.ms/teamsassign.
GitHub is one of the most popular open source code repositories, used by most professional developers out there. For high school CS teachers, it's a great platform to teach software development skills, collaborative coding, and version control. GitHub Classroom is the version that's specifically designed for teachers. And now MakeCode is integrated into GitHub Classroom, making it even easier to manage MakeCode coding assignments and to get feedback.
And to learn more about GitHub Classroom, you can go to classroom.github.com. All right, now MakeCode Streamer is a new tool that we just released as a response to requests from educators to make it easier to record MakeCode lessons and projects. Let me go ahead and demonstrate how this works. When you first go to MakeCode Streamer, you'll see a little Welcome to Streamer pop-up dialog. This is a video which will go through all the different features and capabilities of MakeCode Streamer. In the top right corner, you'll see a menu bar with a bunch of different menu options. If you click on the Settings menu, you'll see you can select whichever MakeCode editor you want to use for your lesson. So in this case, I'm going to go through MakeCode Arcade as a demonstration. You can give your lesson a title. You can also paste other website URLs in here, as well as specify which camera you want to use for your lesson. Specify a camera label, and you can see I've selected a circle shape for my video. I can also add a green screen behind me, and then also add a color for the contour that's around my video, which is kind of nice. Lots of other features and settings you can set down here, including a document camera, as well as some theming and backgrounds. You can see that my video is down here at the bottom of the screen, placed here for me. I can also move it over if I wanted to the other side of the screen. So if I don't want to block something on the right bottom corner, I can move it to the right left corner or move it back just by clicking on it. I can also show the document camera. We talked about this earlier. So if I have another camera set up on my computer and I want to show students like a Meowbit or a Microbit and show them their code actually running, you can see that I can show the document camera here in this setup. All right, and then when you're teaching with MakeCode, you can use the MakeCode editors just as you normally would and talk through students through the coding lesson as you normally would. One thing that's quite nice here is this paint toolbar down at the bottom. You can see that I can select colors and use the pen tool, for example. If I wanted to say, hey, make sure to set this player kind, or there's also boxes, so rectangles. So for example, if I wanted to call attention to a particular block of code, I can do things like that. There's also the arrow tools, so it lets you draw arrows and things, as well as these little emojis, which is a lot of fun. So if you want to place emojis on some of the things that you're talking through with students, feel free to do that as well. So that's been a tour around MakeCode Streamer. MakeCode Streamer is still in beta, so we would love to hear your feedback about how you're using it, any issues you're finding, and any suggestions you have for us. To learn more about MakeCode Streamer and to try it out yourself, go ahead and go to makecode.com/streamer.
And we know that with remote teaching, there's a lot more asynchronous, independent learning time for students. With that in mind, MakeCode has a full library of self-paced tutorials where students can follow step-by-step instructions to complete projects. And the tutorials also have hints for when the students get stuck.
That's right, and to find a list of examples of tutorials like this and a bunch of how-to videos, you can go to makecode.com/online-learning. All right, well, Lizzie, I think that's it from us. We just want to thank you all for spending some time with us today. And we'd love for you to stay in touch with us and give us any feedback or suggestions you have on the MakeCode product.
And make sure to follow us at Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube channels to stay up to all things MakeCode. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, all.